that's the case. In any case, here's a reversal. Which is the way you want it? Well, let's see. Mark is the same. He says, but others, oh, here, by the way, it is, I'm wrong. They say he's Elijah. Others say it is Elijah. That's where it comes from. Some that Elijah had appeared. So Mark and Luke speak of John in terms of Elijah. Okay, so it isn't everyone saying it. And John says, no, I'm not Elijah. But the other people thought he was Elijah. Put it that way. And he said, look, for John said unto Herod, it's not right that you should have her, and so on and so forth. But look at how Mark goes. Mark really whitewashes Herod. For Herod feared John, knowing he was a righteous man and holy. I have to laugh at that. You have to get it. Talk about vilifying the Jews and flattering the Romans and their officials. Sure, John was righteous and holy. That's what the crowds thought. That's what Josephus presents him, and I'm sure that is true. But Herod, who kills him, he thinks he's righteous and holy. And then Mark goes into this great birthday party scene. And Herod on his birthday party made a supper for all the lords, and the daughter of Herodias came out, and she pleased Herod, and they sat at meat. So here's a big story that Herod really didn't want to kill John. A girl did a sexy dance and convinced him to do it. That's like saying Joe Stalin could be convinced to do something because some girl twisted a few twists in front of him. And by the way, look at this account here. They don't even know the name of this girl. How do we know she's Salome? How do we know she's... I'm sorry to be hard on this. But, who else is hard? Where is the hardness? Everyone's afraid to be hard. They're afraid. People will say, oh, you're a denier, you're this. No. We're just trying to figure out what happened here, because we know terrible things have happened over the last 2,000 years as a result of some of these things that were done and said in Jesus' name that should never have been done and said in Jesus' name. And we are rescuing Jesus from those people who have used him in an illegitimate manner, perhaps. So we're not doing anything wrong here. I have no doubt, again, that if Jesus were alive today, he would expect you to do that. He would expect you to find out. If everything's good here, cool, that's fine. You did your effort, that's fine. But if there's some things that are not his, you have to find it out. That's a responsibility of any believer. And then we won't have Holocaust. We won't have such hatred. We won't have such vilification. In any event, this account doesn't even know the name of the damsel, as she's called. And she went out to her mother and said, what do you want? I want the head of John the Baptist. And I will, and the king, and she went unto the king saying, I want, and so the king is henpecked on two accounts, both his wife and his wife's daughter. I want the head of John the Baptist on a plate. And the king was upset, but he went and he beheaded him in prison and brought the head out on a plate and gave it to the daughter. And when the disciples heard of it, they came and took the corpse and laid it in a tomb. That's all from the Gospel of John. Matthew has a little bit less. And she, being forward, put her mother to ask for the head on a plate. And he sent and beheaded him, and so on and so forth. Okay, Mark is the most flamboyant. Matthew, in this case, a little less so. And Luke, I don't even think seems to have it, though he may have it somewhere else. But I don't think he has it. Sorry I get worked up on that one. We've read Josephus. You're the final judge. Time to go. Apologize. What else can I do? Keep apologizing. But I get worked up too. I apologize.